Okay, resuming our journey here. So we got another stop coming up in about 30 seconds here. So where you can see we're up on the top of this fairly high embankment, probably about 15 feet or so. And we do have a culvert here somewhere. Just looking for my marker here. Yeah, there it is. So just double checking here that this, yep. All right, so we have a kind of an interesting culvert here. So it is a concrete culvert, but what's happened is they've actually they've placed an insert, so they've put a metal culvert through the inside. We can kind of make out the mileage. I don't know how correct this is, but I'm looking at I looked at the marker and I came across with 58.87. Again, I can make out the 58. The 7 is right, but I don't know about the 8 part. So we'll hop down and take a look at that. Okay, so we made our way down here on the south side. We're probably a good 15 to 20 feet down. And so what we have here, very interesting thing. I've seen this a few times. So basically what you have is the original or the previous replacement concrete culvert, and inside they've basically jammed a more modern metal culvert. And just again, just a sort of an expedient way of fixing a situation without sort of digging up the grade and just replacing the culvert completely. I guess the concrete culvert was in good enough shape that they could just push the metal culvert through without having to do any excavating or things like that. Okay, let's jump the grade and see what's happening on the north side. Okay, so we worked our way down on the north side here, and maybe we can see one of the reasons why the metal culvert was inserted. You can actually see some damage to the flanged end of the concrete culvert. You can see it's all kind of deteriorated. Again, you can see sort of the age with all the moss and stuff that's growing up on the top. I don't know if we look down. Yeah, we can see through the culvert, and you can see there's a pretty good sag. I can kind of see through on the concrete as well. So again, and it looks like some of the pieces of the concrete one are kind of displaced. So again, maybe it was just a situation where instead of just excavating everything out, we'll just stick a metal culvert through, and away we go. Okay, so we're going to hop back up on the grade here and just keep pushing our way along to the west. Okay, back moving again. What time is it? 10 after 10. Still very warm. It's a little bit of a breeze, which is helping me out a bit. Again, here you can see it looks like they've dug. There's the bottom of the telegraph pole down there. It looks like they've dug gravel out of here. Okay, and so here you can see there's a curve and it's starting to straighten out. And I'll talk about that in a second here, because we do have a culvert up here somewhere. Just looking for the marker. Oh, it's back there. I don't think we could read this one. The marker's hiding in the brush there. It's in there, and you can see the little swale from the ditch. It's a modern concrete culvert. Sorry, a modern metal culvert. So unfortunately we can't see much on it. Okay, so as I was saying, we're coming up on milepost 59 here. Again, the marker isn't here. I looked and I looked and I looked and I didn't see it. But what's happening here is we are at the beginning of one of the longest straight stretches on this railway line. For the next 5 miles, the railway is So from milepost 59, which is supposed to be around here somewhere, all the way to milepost 64, so the next 5 miles, it's pretty much dead straight. And it just starts to curve right after Jack Pine Station, and Jack Pine is at milepost 13.6, or around milepost 63 anyway. Okay, so we're just going to keep plugging along here and working our way to the west. All right, let's resume our journey here. Nice little breeze kicking up here again. You can see we're coming alongside the Blackwater River. You can see it's living up to its name, that very, very dark color. Yeah, you can see some logs and stuff in there, and it's just very dark. Again, you can see the height. We're probably a good 20 feet up from the level of the river, if not more. And again, you can kind of see the nature of here, very kind of sandy. And so I think here we kind of leave the Blackwater River for a while, and we don't kind of reacquire it for a bit. And so here somewhere, there's another culvert, and this one here we could actually read the marker. The marker's hiding there in behind the tree, and so I believe this one is 59.07. So 59.07. So that becomes 9.3. So 9.3 on the original lines, the Nippigan subdivision and the Dorion subdivision. All right, so I don't think our next stop is coming up for a bit here, so I'm just going to push you ahead here. So just enjoy the nice straight view. It's a little bit of a rise here. You can kind of see that kind of going on, but I'll push you ahead until our next stop. So here's another culvert. Again, it's a metal culvert, but we get a mileage. So 59.25. So again, mileage on the Kinghorn, and so that would be 9.55 on the original line. All right, I'll just keep plugging you ahead here. We're passing through yet another cut. One of the things you see, one of the things I notice a lot around here is the ferns. Lots of ferns growing up alongside the grade. Some of them are pretty tall. The only problem with them too is they really obscure a lot of what you see on the ground. So if there's anything kind of hiding or kind of lurking under there, it's rather difficult to see. Here we have a little rock cut. There's a couple of little rock cuts coming up. This is the first of them. So you can see it's not particularly long or particularly high. I would say it's only maybe in the 5-foot range or so. It's hard to judge sometimes when you're on the bike. All right, let's just keep pushing along here. Pull up here, another marker. So 59.52, so that becomes 9.82. All right, you can see there's a little bit of rock work to the side of the grade here. We're just going to keep plugging along. We're We're inching close to our destination. I think we got to go to milepost so 59. So we're less than a mile to our destination.